So every single year, Young Living Essential Oils, which is an MLM that sells essential oils, they do a New Year kickoff live stream type of thing. And Young Living has already been the talk of 2026, having already threatened one of our own with legal action because there are accusations flying around that they may or may not possibly be getting rid of their MLM model sometime this year. Although now I believe that they're gonna not do that now that they got exposed. I don't know. It's hard to know with these people because they're so slimy in my opinion. And in years past, I have covered this New Year kickoff call that they do. And there's usually some pretty juicy stuff in here. It's going to be interesting to see what they say their plans are going to be. And then it'll be fun to come back to this at the end of the year and see what all actually went down. Because like in years past, we had Mary Young admitting they were operating at a loss on stage to everybody. The year after that, I don't remember who it was, but someone was on stage being a racist. Like, these calls are usually very interesting, so I hope that you will sit tight, grab a snack, grab a drink, and explore the world of Young Living with me today. And we are going to get started doing that, but first, a moment to thank our sponsor of today's video, Hungry Root. Hello, I am very sick, but you know what? In sickness and in health, I will forever love Hungry Root. You have all heard me talk about Hungry Root before, and if you've been around here recently, you probably know that I myself am a proud customer of Hungry Root. Myself, I pay my own money. I am an actual customer of this brand because, oh my goodness, it's the best. I'm busy. I stay at home all day with a 5-year-old. I film these videos and edit these videos while juggling the duties of parenthood. And sometimes you just need to simplify parts of your life, you know? That's what Hungry Root does for me. And if you have a New Year's resolution that you're trying to stick to, Hungry Root makes it incredibly easy to actually stick with healthy eating. Not only do they deliver all of my favorite groceries, they basically do all the shopping for me. They plan my meals, and they have a flexible subscription model that I often take advantage of. You know, sometimes I don't need a box every week, so it's super easy to skip a week if I need to. Speaking of simple, the recipes that Hungry Root sends are, I kid you not, and I'm about to show you, they are some of the easiest cooking you could possibly do. Take, for example, these spinach and ricotta raviolis with vodka sauce. It's literally as easy as boiling water, throwing the raviolis in, letting them cook for like 5 minutes, and then smothering them in a pre-made sauce. And I had a little Parmesan cheese on hand as well that I put on top, but there was no prep involved in this recipe at all. And during the 5 minutes of boiling, I decided to have myself a spoonful of Hungry Root's peanut butter cookie dough because I shouldn't even have to explain it. It's so good. Hungry Root has something for everybody, and that is made clear by the fact that they have over 50,000 recipes. I know that sounds overwhelming, but Hungry Root gets to know you better and better with every box you order. So each box is more tailored than the last. Of course, you can totally edit your cart after Hungry Root fills it for you with their recommendations, but I find that I don't have to do much swapping anymore. I've gotten enough Hungry Root that Hungry Root just kind of automatically fills my cart with stuff that I like, and I'm like, okay, I'll take it, thank you. Don't wait any longer. You're gonna love Hungry Root as much as I do. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Click the link below or go to hungryroot.com and use code Savannah Marie. That's 40% off your first box plus a free item of your choice for life at hungryroot.com with the code Savannah Marie. Thank you so much, Hungry Root, for sponsoring today's video. Thank you, all of you, for putting up with my sick butt. Now let's get back into the video where I'm not sick. Okay, so I have the recording of the call here ready to go. I am going to speed it up just a little bit because it's like an hour and a half long. And I will say I probably will be cutting stuff out just for the sake of not having this video be 700 hours long. But yeah, it is sped up to 1.2, so it's not like crazy fast or anything, but I just want to get through this, you know? But yeah, just know anything that I do cut out, it's not going to change the context of this video. So I don't really know what all is going to be in here. I know they're releasing a GLP-1 supplement. I think it's literally just essential oils in supplement form. Maybe they'll tell us all about it here. We'll find out. So without further ado, Let's press play on this and see what Young Living says they're gonna be up to in 2026.
Crazy. Nuts.
I'll say.
Destined to fail. Extreme. The greatest thinkers and innovators, the ones who changed the world, well, they get called a lot of things before earning the title of brilliant. Most of them were first viewed as just weird.
Guys, I'm sorry, I already hate this. I just want to tell you I already hate this. We're really gonna sit here and say that Gary Young was just this like innovative thinker. No, he was a con artist. He was a baby killer. He was a terrible, terrible man. So let's not sit here and glorify a dude who drowned his own baby because of his own recklessness. He had scam clinics in like Mexico at one point. Someone sent a sample of, I think it was chicken blood, to Gary Young's scam facility that I believe was in Mexico, and they were like, oh no, you have cancer, you have to do all these things, and they couldn't even like come up with the fact that it was chicken blood and not even human blood. They like sent back a report and being like, you better do all these things because you have cancer. It's like, that's chicken blood. Anyway, my point is, fuck Gary Young. He was a piece of shit. He was a con artist, a con man, a reckless baby endangerer and murderer, in my opinion. So
because over the years, we too have been labeled as weird.
no, you've been labeled as scam artists, in my opinion. Weird isn't the word that I would use to define Young Living and Gary Young. I think some better words that I would use to describe Young Living would be dangerous, reckless, non-scientific. Is that a word? I don't know. I think you get the point.
Like really weird. I mean, for crying out loud, we love worms. So much so, we built them their own little farm. While our innovations can seem weird, our culture can seem even weirder. But we feel like connecting to people on planet just requires us to get weird sometimes. Because doing things differently means being different. So yeah, we're weird. But we wear that title like a badge of honor. Playing it safe just isn't our thing. No one changes the world that way. So we'll just keep on obsessing over soil and talking to our plants and making homes for bees and putting oils on our feet and nerding out in laboratories and tasting dirt and opera singing.
Okay, I will say putting oils on your feet is kind of weird. I'll give them that. The rest of the stuff they're saying, no, that's not weird. You literally have a business based on plants. Like, oh yeah, we like worms. So do plants. And that's like your main thing. So no, that's not weird. Also, they stopped on a video of Mary Young singing opera, which, yeah, if you didn't know. Oh my god, I'm just being reminded. There was, at the beginning of one of these calls one year, Mary Young and her two sons, they did like this freaking cringe ass opening where they were like singing a song together. Oh my god, it's so awful. It's so bad. Her sons think they're singers. I actually think one of them maybe has a decent voice. Rising the sky. But the other one, which I believe Jacob is the one I'm thinking of, he like thinks he's a good singer and he lay under the misty mountains cold. Anyway, Mary Young, yeah, she's like a trained opera singer, so I'm not gonna say she's bad, but it's just all of it is cringe. Yeah, cringe is a good word. You guys want to really latch on to the word weird when I think cringe would be better, maybe, if we're talking about how you guys operate in your culture. No, you guys are fucking cringe. What else is cringe? Is posting on your social media to be like, Oscar Wilde said the only thing that's worse than being talked about is not being talked about, and then immediately going to send a cease and desist to someone who's talking about you to get them to shut up. Cringe, hypocritical, stupid. Those are some words. Maybe next year you guys can pick one of my words that I would use to describe you, and you can make a stupid little compilation like this again.
We'll probably throw in some jousting and crying with strangers while we're at it, because why not? Life is short. Make it memorable. Make it count. Make it weird.
Sorry, I know I'm stopping a lot, but that was another thing that I'm remembering now about Gary Young, is that he had like these strange little obsessions, I guess, and one of them was like hosting jousting tournaments on his farm. He'd like invite Young Living distributors and employees and stuff to his farm and then be like, we're going jousting today, boys. He's got an opera singing wife. They do jousting. Yeah, it's the whole thing. So I'm gonna be cutting pretty much all this out because honestly, it's hurting my heart to think about kids who don't have families and stuff, but they're out here tugging on your heartstrings. Young Living has a charity, just like every MLM does, called Young Living Foundation, which I don't know off the top of my head how all of it works, but I do know that all of these companies like have charities set up, and generally it's like a tax benefit to them and stuff like that. Like, I personally think when MLMs have charities like this, they're kind of like sprinkling glitter on a pile of dog shit, you know? Yes, I'm glad that these kids who don't have families are still able to have like support in a community and stuff, but like the New Year's kickoff hasn't even started yet, and they're just like, orphan children. At the Young Living Foundation, protecting children from neglect, abuse, and exploitation is a core pillar of our mission. All right, I'm sure someone has looked into their Young Living Foundation before. I don't really know much about it. I feel like the way they're putting this at the very beginning is to be like, look at how good we are. We're helping neglected children. It's like, cool, all right. Oh, but you know what? That's another thing though, is that you want to talk about exploiting children. Gary Young forced his sons to help him build some of the farms they have. And like Jacob even came out at one point and he was talking about getting out of school for the summer, and then his dad would be like, come on, we're going up to this place or that place, or going down to South America to build a farm or whatever the fuck, and that's what we're gonna do this summer. And Jacob's just like, I didn't want to do that.
The last farm that I built with my dad was the Fort Nelson farm in British Columbia, the Northern Lights farm. That whole summer was extremely rough. It's 12, 14-hour days because the sun's up that long. And so we would work that entire time period. And it was just so rough. I remember I'd argued with my dad, so many times, like, why don't we just bring people in to do it for us? Like, why do we have to do it? And he always shared, because this becomes part of your story. This becomes part of your memories. And I want you to be able to have those memories to share with your children and to share with the members and all of that. And at the time, I hated it. I despised it. I wanted to be home playing with friends.
So you want to talk about child exploitation? Like, Gary Young was really good at doing that to his own kids. So just forced labor from your own kids, dude. It's messed up. At the end of this, it's like, join us, get involved at Young Living, blah, blah, blah. I feel like if you want to support this specific cause, donate to them specifically. Don't donate to the Young Living Foundation. Who knows how much of your money is actually going to these places? If you want your money to go to these people, donate to them directly. Yeah, because if you go through younglivingfoundation.org, they have this place listed on their website where you can give like a monthly donation. This says Young Living covers our administrative costs, so 100% of your donation goes to our partners and projects to provide a direct impact. They have a donation disclosure, blah, blah, blah. So Young Living does have their website linked on their website. You can go there and donate. It's the whole website looks like it's in German? It is German. Okay, this whole website's in German, but you can still donate through PayPal. So I guess my whole point is, if you want to help Romanian children, don't go through Young Living, donate to them directly. Because yeah, Young Living says that 100% of your donation will go to them. So it's like, why wouldn't you just go donate to them directly? Why is Young Living there as a middleman? I don't trust that. If I want to help Romanian children, I'm going to give them money directly, So I don't like it. It seems like there's ulterior motives there. I'm glad that they do give money to these kids, but I don't know, I just get the ick from MLM charities.
I love General Session. And then when Mary sings, just being in the room with all the product launches and all the excitement there. And
I love watching newbies' faces when convention starts.
The new products are always launched at convention, so that's a big perk, and you get to order them before anybody else does.
You really get to see the products for what it can be, what it is, and what it should be.
Okay, let's just take a moment to notice what she said there, because I'm almost positive that the only people who are allowed to attend a Young Living convention in person like this, or virtually, I guess, if they even offer it virtually, but yeah, you have to be a distributor. You have to be involved with Young Living, and you have to buy a ticket, and you have to make your way out there. Like, this isn't just like everyone gets to come here for free, But she did say, we get to preview all the new upcoming products, and we get to order them before anyone else. What's that we always say, that the distributors are the customers? Like, why are you ordering all the new products so obsessively? If they're not even released yet, you can't even sell them. Oh, it's because you're all freaking customers. You're all customers. Just saying the quiet part out loud.
Yeah, think about your baby and all the little things you do every day to protect said baby. Also, very cute baby, by the way. Now think about how some of those things you're doing might actually be harming your baby. Wait, don't get mad. Hear me out. We get it. For generations, we were all told these things keep us safe. But turns out, most of these products are full of gross. Gross chemicals, gross toxins, gross origin stories, and often very gross end games. Ew. But you can make small shifts every day to get the gross gone for good. How great would it feel to know that with each spray, wipe, gulp, sniff, and dab, you are doing so much good?
They're like, don't get mad. No, I'm mad. I'm already mad. They're gonna start talking about freaking Thieves. They have a whole cleaning line of Thieves products. So the story behind Thieves is apparently back in the days of the Black Plague or whatever it was, the plague doctors and stuff, you know how they would wear those masks with like the long bird nose looking thing? Apparently they would stuff that with certain herbs and plants and stuff because they thought that it would help keep the plague away. And then there was like a group of thieves who did the same thing and would break into people's houses during the Black Plague and like steal shit, and then they never got the plague because they had all these protective plants. Well, supposedly it's not because the plants were killing the disease. You put a big buffer of a bunch of plants in between you and the outside world, covered by a mask. It's like, yeah, you're not gonna like be directly exposed to the plague, I guess. So anyway, Young Living took all those herbs that were supposedly keeping all these people from catching the plague and made them into an essential oil blend. And now they're like, see, this is all we need. You don't need bleach and heavy cleaners and stuff. All you need is this Thieves blend because it kept the Black Plague away. But there have been people on YouTube and like, well, I guess social media in general, and I think I covered them, like multiple videos of this. I used to do a series called Hun Science where I would react to videos of MLM distributors doing their own little experiments about like trying to prove that their products are superior to everyone else. And I know that there are some videos out there about Thieves where someone would put bacteria in a petri dish and then, you know, use multiple different cleaners on it to see what was most effective, and Thieves was not effective. So they're just fear-mongering here. They're like, don't use bleach to clean your kids' toys and stuff. It's like, okay, well, we're not making our kids drink the bleach or inhale the bleach. Like, we're diluting it because that's proven to work and kill germs and stuff. But just know that those experiments exist where third parties who aren't involved in Young Living have tested this in petri dishes and it doesn't turn out well. So anyway.
That small shift you're making has massive impacts far beyond the walls of your own home. And suddenly, you're an active partner in giving back to people, planet, and communities. It's all part of our Seed to Seal commitment, which is a fancy way of saying we promise you'll get authentic science-backed products that are kinder to you and Mother Earth. And all the warm fuzzies that come from keeping our Seed to Seal promise become yours too. So maybe we can put aside big for now and think, I'm gonna go small.
So I don't know if they've changed their Seed to Seal situation, but I do have a video exposing that the Seed to Seal whole thing was a lie. I don't know if they have like adjusted it to be more accurate now, but what it used to be was like they would promise that from the moment a seed is put into the ground to raising it to harvesting it and then to distilling it and putting it in a bottle, from seed to seal, Young Living's got their oily sticky little fingers all over everything. Well, then it turns out that was a lie. Found out that they have a bunch of partner farms, found out that they import a bunch of stuff from suppliers that also export their products to other essential oil companies and like Procter & Gamble and stuff. So yeah, they have their lavender farms, but Young Living also was caught purchasing like barrels and barrels of lavender essential oil. And it's like, well, your whole like Young Living farm is like a lavender farm. Well, the Utah one anyway. I'm sure they grow other stuff there too, but like the main thing is like the lavender farm. And it's like, okay, well, if you have all this lavender and you grow it yourself, then why do you need to import a bunch of lavender oil from other places? But before any of that was figured out, everyone just believed, well, I say everyone, the distributors believed, the anti-mlmers didn't, but the distributors believed that like Young Living was literally from start to finish the only people touching these plants and these oils, and then it was exposed that that is not the case. So I'll link that video down below if you want to get more information about that. It was a pretty big expose. So it just makes me wonder if they've changed like their terminology, if they've changed their marketing on Seed to Seal since that happened, because by now we should all know that Young Living doesn't literally have their hands all over everything, from the seed being put into the ground to the seal being put on the product, you know?
Happy New Year, Young Living. Can you believe it, Mary? It's a new year.
Already 1 week into the month. Oh, I can't believe it.
Okay, I'm so sorry. That was such a weird intro. They were like talking over each other and staring at each other in in the face. I don't know who this guy is. I'm sure he'll introduce himself, but the lady on the left is Mary Young. The picture behind her appears to be a wedding picture maybe of her and Gary Young. If you guys didn't know, Gary Young died. I think he was in his 60s. Ironically died pretty young. He like got crushed by a tree or something. I shouldn't laugh at that. That's messed up. But then he had like serious injuries and stuff, and I think health issues that sprung from that for like his whole life. Let me see how he died. Oh, he had a stroke. So I don't know if that supposedly like stems from whatever injuries he had from being crushed by a tree. I don't think so. Like, how could you say that being crushed by a tree in your 20s or 30s or whatever caused a stroke 30, 40 years later? I don't know. I guess not. But hey, listen, if essential oils really truly worked to prevent all of these health issues from happening, then Gary Young wouldn't have had a stroke. If anyone was going to live forever based on the quality of these essential oils and the health it brings to people, Gary Young would still be alive, but he's not, so.
It's gone so fast.
Time flies when you're having fun, I feel
It
like to
does.
say. And time, we're having so much fun that time is really flying. But
Wait, that's Ben Riley? Because I just looked this up because he made a post about Hannah Alonso's video. Oh, I guess that is him. I guess somehow I thought that he looked different. I don't know. Whatever pictures I thought I saw of him before, I guess I thought they looked different. But no, this is the guy who did the Oscar Wilde quote. He was like, Hannah Alonso's a liar. And Oscar Wilde said, the only thing worse than being talked about is not being talked about. And then allegedly turned around and just went and had a cease and desist sent to her so she'd stop talking about them. So yeah, here we go. Ben Riley, the world's biggest hypocrite.
But we have something to share, Mary. As we kick off the new year, we do it with intention. And one thing I love that you do is you give us a theme for the year. And I think this year's theme is really exciting on a variety of fronts. So can you share with us what's our theme for this year?
Well, it's time for all of us to awaken to the new year, our new theme. I'm excited about it because awaken is a word that has so much meaning in many different ways to different people. Gary had the most unusual idea when he put this blend together. Can you imagine one blend made of 5 blends? We have joy, forgiveness, present time, dream catcher, and harmony. Oh my goodness, imagine how anyone feels putting that blend on perhaps is going to have the benefit of one of the particular ingredients.
And how many ingredients is that? Because you just said you put 5 blends together into one blend. That is the stupidest shit I've ever heard. At least one of those ingredients will benefit you. One drop of this stuff has so little of every ingredient, and there's obviously going to be multiple. So no, I think it's unlikely.
It was amazing how he was able to put it together, but we're the ones who benefit. So I'm really excited about the opportunity of awakening everyone to this new world that we're entering, a new world of hope and excitement and all the wonderful things that are coming.
Lots of opportunity. Of course, the best way to awaken, I think, in January is believe in yourself first. Of course, that's our oil of the month. So
absolutely.
Believe in yourself, use your oils, and let's have our best year yet here in 2026. We've had a lot of exciting things happening here at Young Living. One of those is some new faces on our corporate team. Of course, you'll get a chance.
Lord. Okay, so Jacob Young, oh my God. This is the guy who I made a video sneaking into a Zoom call because a team was advertising that Jacob Young would be on this call, like making a guest appearance. And then they all attacked my video and got it taken off of YouTube. And so I did re-upload it, but I have it all blurred. But the sound is all still there. And obviously it's blurred, so you can still kind of see some stuff, but not really. Jacob Young. Oh my God, I hate even just looking at his fucking face. Is that mean? Maybe. So he's the general manager now, huh? I mean, he's always been the next in line. Once Mary decides to step down, Jacob Young will be taking over Young Living, assuming Young Living is still around by then. I don't know who this chief marketing officer lady is, but last I heard about Jacob, he was running an official Young Living podcast. I know he's still a kid. No, I mean, he's not still a kid. I think when he showed up on that Zoom call, I want to say he was like 20 maybe. So he's got to be early 20s now. Congratulations, you have been promoted. Because I don't know if Jacob was involved in the whole privacy thing that got the original video taken off of YouTube, or if it was just like some of the people who were also on the Zoom call. But there is potential that Jacob Young saw my video and sent in a privacy strike against my YouTube video to get it taken down, like this man right here. So bothered that I snuck into their Zoom call that they were advertising everywhere that I very easily got into. Like, that's your problem, not mine. Anyway, yeah, Gary Young's son He's what?
Gaya Samarasinghe, who's our chief marketing officer, and of course the CEO of Wild Notes. She's done some amazing work with us.
He just said that she's the president of Wild Notes, which is, I was talking about in my last video about the Hannah situation. That's their affiliate only perfume line that I guess no one ever talks about, so it must not be doing that great. Anyway, apparently she's the chief marketing officer for Young Living now, so great.
Jacob Young.
Yeah, I've been watching him grow up.
Our general manager.
Quite remarkable what
He's a
he's
pretty
doing.
remarkable young man.
It was all your idea. It wasn't mine.
Well, I will take credit for that because it's, I think, one of the better decisions that I have at least advocated for is having Jacob heading up our U.S. market.
He's proving you right.
He is. Thanks, Jacob. Thanks for making me look good. I appreciate that. So Jacob and I, we're talking a lot this year about how do we get more oils in more homes. It's always been your and Gary's vision for Young Living to just go out and share and make a difference in people's lives. So everything we focus on this year is going to be on better tools, making it easier, great products, fun to share, making it compelling and easy to share Young Living more today than ever before. But Mary, we have a lot of success that we've seen in 2025. Our brand partners, our leaders have been working really hard. And our general manager of the United States actually has some names to share with us of people that have done some great work.
Let's hear it. I'm excited.
We'll turn over to you, Jacob Young, our general manager of the United States.
Oh, so he's actually going to show up and talk so you guys can see exactly what I mean when I say he's the worst. He just gives me like socially awkward. They're obviously Mormon. I think Jacob said that he doesn't identify as Mormon, but then he still calls God Father God, which is like a very Mormon way to refer to God. I don't know. I mean, I guess it's just part of his upbringing, but just very religious. Dare I say the word cringe again? Yeah, I don't like the vibes he puts out. He makes me uncomfortable. I don't know. I can't tell you why. And maybe you'll understand. But like every time I see this guy, I'm just like, I get the ick.
Thank you so much, Mary. And thank you so much, Ben. And we are so happy to be here in the...
Hold on. He called his mom Mary, which like, I get it. This is like a professional, like I would never, even if my mom was my boss, I'd probably still call her mom. He's like, thanks, Mary. That's your mother. Sorry.
I think it's always great to look back at the year before and to recognize everyone and all of the amazing accomplishments that they did in the year 2025. So with that being said, we're going to get into our recognition part of today's call, and we're going to be recognizing those who made and achieved their new rank advancements for 2025. Let's start with our rank advancements for 2025. Our new Royal Crown Diamond of 2025 was Thomas and Edith Gerard. Congratulations. Got to meet them in Ohio last year at the Amish event. Amazing individuals. All of the people that we're talking about today are amazing individuals.
So what you're telling me, obviously this is like, seems to be a husband and wife team, but still operating as one individual, I guess, in Young Living. You mean to tell me that only one person made it to the top rank this year? Because yeah, Royal Crown Diamond is the highest rank in Young Living, and obviously it's not easy to get up to the top rank in an MLM, but like for an MLM so big and supposedly so successful, and you know how every MLM is always just like, oh no, if I can do it, you can do it, like anyone can do this, you know, it's like, okay, so over the course of the entire year, one person made it to the top rank? Is that supposed to be impressive? And it took them 10 years to get there too, because look, it has their timeline. It took them almost a year to rank up one time. And then, yeah, it seems like this is a pretty staggered rank up situation here, but hey, they made it to the top. In November, like at the end, like if they had 2 months less, there wouldn't have been a Royal Crown Diamond in Young Living in 2025, you know? But hey, they had to really sneak this guy in there. Gotta make sure that at least the dream gets kept alive, that the next Royal Crown Diamond could be you.
Moving on to our new Crown Diamond of 2025, we have Eli Hilty.
This is the second highest rank in Young Living. Only one person made it there this year. Not even the top rank. Second to the top rank. Only one other person. Again, is this supposed to impress us? Is this supposed to be like, look how successful we are. Look at how well we're doing. People are rank promoting. Okay, one person to the top rank and one person to the second from the top. What are we doing?
Moving on to our new Diamonds of 2025, we have a few on the list here. We have Angie Mullenkamp, congratulations. We have Jessica Otfer, congratulations and well done. We have Marianne Nisley, congratulations. And Thomas Gerard, congratulations and well done.
4? Just 4. I feel like this is not good. I feel like if you're a successful MLM company and you're doing as well as you want everyone to believe you are, you would be having more success stories?
Moving on to our new Platinums of 2025, a few on this list as well, starting with Amanda Hilty, Annie Weaver, Hike and Thomas Martin, Rachel Nisley. And
Only 4 there too. Oh my god. And so now this is new gold. Star is the first rank up, then senior star, then executive, and then silver, gold, platinum. I'm sorry, this just doesn't seem like something to be proud of. That's not a lot of people. Let me pull up the income disclosure statement actually. So gold is the one that we just saw. There's what, like 12 new people or something. Annual average income earned of $52,000, which is, I guess, decent. I think the median really tells us more information than the average does, because you had someone here who is a gold who earned $300,000, which skewed the average up from the median. So that's why I think the median is better to look at anyway. First of all, can we look at this here? All brand partners, the median income for the whole year was $13. That means at least the bottom 50% of people in Young Living are making $13 a year or less. What's that again? Oh, the distributors are the customers. That's right. So gold makes up 0.2% of the company, not even a full percentage point. The median, so what you really should come to expect, it could be more than this or less than this. 50% of people in the gold rank are making less than this, so $41,000. Hopefully you have another income to live off of. Hopefully you have a spouse or something that can also supplement your income. The next one's up 110,000, 244,000, over $500,000, almost 1.5 million. But yeah, you look at this and you go, oh, if I make it to the top rank, I'll make $1.5 million a year, basically. Like, wow, okay, well, one person made it to that rank this year. And yeah, 500,000, 244,000, 110,000, those are some pretty good achievements there. And I think they said 4 people made it to platinum, although the lowest earning of platinum was 33,000, which definitely isn't livable unless you have a second income. And by the way, too, this also does not include the taxes that they have to pay on that income, because that income does not come having gone through all the taxes and social security. Like, you have to pay taxes on this at the end of the year. My point is, all these people that they're celebrating, oh, look at all these gold rank ups. It's like, yeah, they're lucky to make $40,000 a year, and there was, what, 12 of them? Oh no, I'm sorry, 15. Ooh.
And here is our list for our new silvers of 2025. Congratulations on being the best of 2025. Now we're going to go ahead and hand it over to Scott Halverson, who's going to talk directly about our MEI initiatives and events that we started last year and have seen great and amazing success with. Scott, take it away.
Thank you for that intro. I appreciate it. My name is Scott Halverson, fairly new to Young Living, but love absolutely every part of it. I'm excited to talk to you about the Wellness Connection. This is something that we piloted in 2025, and we're bringing it to you in 2026. So let me talk to you a little bit about the objectives of what the Wellness Connection is. It has a primary purpose of enrollments. This is how we grow the business.
Now, remember, when they say enrollment, that means recruit. The Wellness Connection is, I guess, a program where they're trying to recruit more people, which obviously MLMs, like, that's how they operate, that's how they survive. So the fact that they had to come out with a program last year to help get some recruits coming back on board with Young Living tells me that they were struggling with it for a while. If I had to guess, they probably still are, but that's just speculation again.
A fun and safe environment for your guests to come and touch, taste, experience all the best products of Young Living. And this year we're including Wild Notes. We're also providing a skill-based training on Saturday that will help boost enrollments after the event. For leaders, think of it this way. This is an OGV accelerator.
OGV is overall group volume, I believe. So he's basically saying, like, hey, people who are doing all the recruiting, if you jump into the Wellness Connection and do all the training that we're telling you to do, your overall group volume will explode. It'll go up so high, meaning more potential for them to rank up, more potential for them to recruit more people, more potential for them to make more money.
Friday night is all about product, is all about learning and then enrolling. We want as many brand partners to enroll that night. If they want to start their business, we invite them to attend on Saturday. Current brand partners will want to be there on Saturday, and here's why. This is what we get as a result from it. So check it out. In these pilot programs, we did 2 cities last year. We actually did 3, but in these 2 cities, Houston and Vancouver, we saw enrollments increase month over month. And I'm telling you, it is exciting to see. So we're going to start with the baseline even higher than before.
I would definitely be interested to see what kind of stuff they're teaching here.
So what do these trainings look like?
Oh, okay.
It's really designed to grow confidence with our brand partners. It's to build confidence in them. It's also to create momentum in the business. The greater the confidence, the greater the confidence. And it just spirals upward. And so what does the training look like? It's very simple. It's how to have a relatable conversation with people so that you can have a longer conversation. Who to contact? How do we put them in specific categories, whether they love product or whether they want to have part in becoming a brand partner to build a business? How to invite and overcome objections, and of course, have a 90-day plan.
I feel like none of this is new. Like every MLM does this. They are like, this is the training. Not just MLMs, like Eric Worre and stuff, when he does his training, it's like, this is what it is. How to recruit, how to overcome objections, how to make a plan, basically. So yeah, I would be interested to learn more about this, and maybe there's some like recordings or something somewhere I can find. I don't know, I'll look into it.
Don't take my word for it. I would love to introduce two leaders who experienced this. Platinum leader Lacey Mueller, gold leader Marissa Heindel. They're going to fill you in on their personal experience.
Enrollments and brand partners, rank ups, record enrollments, record OGB. 2025 reminded me, you guys, that I know it's the people that show up in person who build the strongest and most sustainable businesses. We have a community of local friends that are genuinely doing these and having so much fun again. How many of you guys are so ready to just have fun again in your Young Living business?
Have fun again? Are you admitting that you guys weren't having fun there for a while? Make Young Living fun again. Watch them all start wearing hats.
Events like this are not extra. They are the strategy. They are the multiplier. They are where momentum is created. These are special because people are seeing the products and the people and how they actually fit into real homes and real routines. They're hearing the stories, the questions, they're seeing the actual transformations that people are sharing. They're touching the bottles, the oils, the tools, the materials that help customers buy with excitement and confidence. They're smelling and they're tasting the Ningxia and the lifestyle.
I have smelled and tasted the Ningxia. I have a video about it. Ningxia is their essential oil fruit juice. Ugh. I did a whole video about it, and one of you guys sent me samples of it. Like, imagine a wine bottle size. It's like that size, and it's like $50 a bottle. Unless they recently raised the prices again, I don't know. Yeah, $50 a bottle, and y'all, it isn't good. It looks like it might be good, because it's like, oh, it's fruit juice, but it's not. And so when they go and do their conventions and stuff, and we saw it in the intro here, there were little clips of it. They have like a Ningxia party where they're all like taking shots of Ningxia, like shot, 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 shot. It's like Ningxia. They're just like bottles of Ningxia all over the place. And in the 2022 New Year's kickoff, where Mary famously was like, we're operating at a loss, one of the parts of that video, which you can go watch, I didn't include it in my last video when I was putting clips of it and stuff, but there are parts where she's saying like, we're asking you all to help with these cost-saving whatevers. Like, when we go to convention, it costs $300,000 for us to supply and ship all the Ningxia to convention. How about you all just bring your own bottles? Meaning, how about you guys buy a $50 bottle of this and bring it with you? So that way we don't have to supply it. Anyway, Ningxia's gross. I am not picky with food. I'm a bit of a texture eater, so there's like some things that I don't like the texture of. Aside from texture issues, I'm not picky. I like the flavor of most things. Not fennel. I don't like fennel. Anyway, sorry. It's very licorice-y. Anyway, in general, I don't consider myself a picky eater. But when I tried Ningxia, I had higher expectations for it than what I was actually met with. It was not good. No. And you can watch that video for yourself. When I tried it, it's just wild. So like the idea of having like some kind of get together where like new recruits can come in and smell the oils and smell Ningxia and taste Ningxia, I'm like, is that supposed to convince them to drink it? Because like that didn't do it for me. I did not taste this stuff and be like, I need to drink this every day. No, I was like, I never want to taste this again. I just think it's weird to be like, yeah, if people can just come and experience it, they'll be on board. And it's like, it's not good.
They're getting to see it all, and they get to feel the energy, the belief. And that only happens when people gather for a shared purpose. This is how trust is built.
Wait. That only happens when people get together for a shared purpose. You mean like that only happens when there's one or two people trying to influence the entire group thing? Like, she's like, this kind of thing only happens when like a lot of people get together and we can try to encourage a specific way of thinking or manipulate or, yeah, I don't know. It has to be in a group setting though, right? Why could that be? Could it be because there's a bit of a hive mind going on there? Like, there's probably good times and music, and because that's what got me to join Lime Life. The person who ended up recruiting me invited me before I was recruited. She like pretended to be my friend, and I mean, I don't know. She was a nice person, but I know her intentions now were just to recruit me, but she invited me to a local team event at some nice hotel, and they had like free drinks and free hors d'oeuvres and like appetizers or whatever, and there was like music and there's makeup everywhere, and I'm like, this is cool, this is fun, I could totally see myself going to events like this is awesome. And then I ended up joining. This seems like a similar thing to be like, look at all these people are over here having a great time. Touch the products, like you could see they smell good and they taste good. Don't you like this? Don't you want to be a part of this? Like, that's what I'm gathering because I personally experienced it. I'm gonna snack a little bit. I have these lesser evil popcorns from Hungry Root. These are my favorite little snackies. So while we're watching this, I'm gonna snack on these. If you ever see these in a grocery store or if you use Hungry Root, get these. Get these!
This is how leaders are developed, and this is how businesses grow, through real and consistent connection. Stepping out of your comfort zone to be in a room like this is a leadership move. When you're willing to get uncomfortable, you automatically separate yourself from 90% of the people who choose to stay passive. And if you want 2026 to be your breakthrough year, all the cheers for that, right? This is the year where your business deepens and your team expands.
Oh, really? Is that what we're saying now? Because I'm pretty sure a few weeks ago, you guys allegedly sent out an email that said you'd be getting rid of the MLM model, but you're not doing that anymore, huh?
Your confidence grows and your income reflects the impact that you're making. These events fuel belief. Belief fuels action, and action fuels growth.
Belief fuels action. That's not always a good thing. Do you hear yourself? A lot of people believe in things that aren't real and aren't true, and they take actions on it. That's not a good thing. And quite frankly, most essential oils are not scientifically proven to do anything. Hi, Pee-Pee. Hi. We got a friend here now. I forgot what we were talking about. I got distracted by a cat. Anyway.
When you bring people to events like this, they hear the stories and they get to hear about the lifestyle, but they also get to immerse themselves into it.
That's the point. You are literally creating an environment to convince them to join your MLM, and in my opinion, a schmear schmeem. It's like inviting your friend to church. You're like, hey, like, feel the music. Look at how happy people are as they're praising. Also, there's free donuts after. It's like, don't you want to do this every Sunday? It's like the same thing. And y'all know how I feel about all that as far as its truth and how real any of that shit is.
They don't just hear you talk about wellness. They feel it in the room. And people don't just join products. They join people. They join energy and they join vision. People are saying things like this to me. Wow, this is exactly what Young Living needed. And this is everything that I needed.
Dude, I wonder if this is something that's open to just whoever can buy a ticket. Because it said there was one in Orange County. I'm not that far from Orange County, California. I can just drive there. I just have to get a ticket. I'll have to look into that. Because that would be really fun to infiltrate, you know what I mean? I'm not making any promises. Young Living at one point came out and said, yeah, now everyone's allowed to come to our farms. And then I tried to like book one in Utah, because I'm not that far from Utah either. And it was like making me put in my brand partner ID and stuff, which obviously I don't have. So it's like, oh, so not everyone. I don't know if that's changed. I would love to go to a Young Living farm.
Because these businesses, you guys, these people want to be a part of something fun when they understand what it's about. All of these people in these rooms, suddenly, none of this is weird. It's amazing. It's great. It's fun.
Because y'all are in a hive mind cult. Okay.
Everything tastes good. Everything smells good. And we are the ones that can create this community, cast the vision, and give people a place to belong. The keys to making these work are you need to do them more than once. Like Scott was sharing in the statistics, you need to do them more than once. The momentum will keep rolling the more that you do. Keep it consistent and invite like it is your only job. As a leader, when something works for you, you obviously cannot keep it to yourself. You duplicate it. So one of the first things I did, having a very large team in other states, was I told Marissa, and we decided immediately to see if this worked all over. And Marissa can share her experience with that.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Lacey. Hi, friends. My name is Marissa Heindel. I'm a gold leader in a small little town of Pennsylvania, and I agree so much with everything that Lacey just shared about the wellness connections, as well as Scott. So with literally just a few weeks' time to prepare, myself and 4 wonderful girls on my team, we set a date. We got a church venue, we ordered some supplies, and we started mass inviting. And you guys, people showed.
Did she say this was a church venue? Probably her own church? Wow, what a shock. You invite people to their own church for a fun event with like free food and stuff, and you're like, yeah, people showed up. Go figure. These church people are dedicated, you know? And they're already in one cult, might as well recruit them into another one. 2 cults are better than one. They're twice the fun. Ask anyone!
With wellness connections, and especially like events in general, there's always this thought of like, is anyone gonna actually show up? And all of a sudden you look up.
You invited your whole church, of course course they showed up. Sorry.
The room is filled. Everyone is sipping Ningxia, sharing stories, and the energy is palpable.
And guess what? If you're the leader who has to put one of these events on, who's paying for all that Ningxia? Need I remind you, $50 a bottle. It's a lot of Ningxia and that's a lot of money. So yeah, if you're trying to make your Young Living team grow, you better be prepared to throw down thousands of dollars on enough Ningxia to have everyone be able to try it. And what do they get? A shot glass? Everyone's sipping Ningxia? Yeah, they better be taking little sips, because ain't no way you're giving them more than a shot.
Now, we've all had this thought of, man, I wish corporate would do something like that in my area. Maybe you weren't on that map. Or maybe you're thinking, I wish a person on my team would put this event on. And I mean this with so much love, okay? But we are leaving the victim mindset in 2025.
Oh my
I
God.
realized I could either sit back waiting, whining, and wishing an amazing event like this would happen in my area, or I could take action. I could start now, start today, imperfectly, without all the answers, just start. I learned this statistic, write this down. The average person knows 600 people. 600. So what happens is you text a handful of people, tell them all to bring 2 or 3 people with them. Maybe 1 or 2 people on your team do the same thing. You really, really focus on inviting. All of a sudden, you have this booming large-scale event. Maybe in 2025, you were stuck in a victim mindset. You found yourself waiting and wishing. I'm going to claim this right now. 2026 is the year we refine and awaken our victor mindset. This is the year that we take action, the year we show up like the CEO of a flourishing Young Living business.
You better freaking hope so, because it sounds to me like allegedly there was talks that perhaps your company was in the works of doing a big old rug pull on all of you guys. It's not clear if that was a real email or not, but obviously they're not going to do it now. So they better freaking buckle down and commit themselves to this, because if that email was real, they're really scrambling now and they're like, shit, man, we have to put it off till at least Q3. If they don't do it this year, please, it's coming. We all know it's coming.
Now it's my privilege to turn the time over to Nikki Davis, Vice President of Social Impact and Philanthropy.
Thank you, Scott. I am so excited to be with you all. Just wanted to share some quick highlights of the impact that you had through your support of the Young Living Foundation in 2025. My goodness, you guys, what an awesome year it was together. Together, we impacted over 70,000 people. These are real lives. These are kids who are able to get an education, women who are able to provide for their families. These are young girls who are no longer trapped in trafficking. Real life change for 70,000 people because of you.
Great. Again, go donate to these causes directly. Don't go through a fucking MLM to do that.
Also in Ecuador, we finished our phase 1 of the expansion of the Young Living Academy. This will allow us to admit 110 new students from our very long waiting list. What awesome, awesome impact.
I'm obviously going to be blurring these children's faces. It feels exploitative and icky. I don't like it. Like, here are the faces of the people we helped. Look, they're real people. It's like, okay, and they're also someone else's child, so did they give you permission to blast their faces everywhere? I don't know. So I'll be blurring them.
As always, because Young Living covers the administrative expenses of the foundation, 100% of your donation goes directly to the cause.
I'm sorry, I just don't get the point then. If you care about the cause and you're going to go out of your way to make a donation, why are you going to the Young Living Foundation's website and doing it instead of just like directly to the cause? I don't, like, you're already going and taking action to make that donation. The only difference is you're choosing to do it through Young Living, a middleman, instead of just giving directly to the cause. Like, I don't get it. I mean, I know that Young Living does this for tax purposes, like it's a charitable tax donation, whatever it is. Like, there are other motives here behind the Young Living Foundation besides just helping people. Like, it's a business thing. But to people who are actually making the donations, I just don't understand why, if you cared so much about this stuff, why go through a middleman? I don't get it. Maybe someone in the comments knows better than I do and they'll explain. But the only thing I can think of is convenience, maybe? It's just kind of like, I'll just give money to the foundation and they will disperse it as they see fit. And it's like, I mean, I guess, allegedly, that's what they say they're gonna do. If you trust that, great. But I just feel like if you really care and you want to make sure your money goes to where you think it's going to, don't go through a middleman.
It is my pleasure to welcome my lovely friend, the wonderful Vice President of Product Marketing, Monica Catalano. Take it away, Monica.
Thank you, Nikki. You are wonderful. And I am just so humbled by the work that the foundation does. And it's just one of the many reasons I'm so grateful to be part of the Young Living family. Now, like Nikki mentioned, I'm going to make a shift and talk about product. Did you see what I did there?
No.
The wait is over. In December, we previewed our newest innovation. is a system that supports your metabolic wellness in a holistic, daily, plant-powered way. And today, you get the opportunity to start selling and purchasing the new Balance and Burn system, a system that works by supporting 3 key pathways your body already uses every day to feel balanced and in control.
Okay, so you check this out. It says GLP-1 blood sugar support, dual action packets, stick packs. Are these like drinks then? So GLP-1 is a natural gut hormone that helps regulate blood sugar, slows digestion, and signals fullness to the brain, while GLP-1 agonist medications mimic this hormone to treat type 2 diabetes and promote significant weight loss. So when you hear like GLP-1, they're being sneaky here because they know exactly what that terminology means in marketing. When you see GLP-1 on something, you're like, that's gonna make me lose weight. Your body naturally makes GLP-1 as a hormone. Like if you Google GLP-1, you get websites selling you Ozempic or other GLP-1 medications. Like that's what this is. What they're saying here, that this is GLP-1 blood sugar support. Basically, I think what they're suggesting here, using confusing language, by the way, because we all know what GLP-1 means now, they're saying that this is going to support your blood sugar, I guess. But the fact that they put GLP-1 on there, like, I feel like, in my opinion, that's marketing. They know exactly what they're doing. Before Ozempic, you would never see GLP-1 on supplements and stuff. Now it's all over the place because everyone kind of ties the two together. GLP-1, Ozempic. I think that's what they're doing here. This is not Ozempic. This is not a GLP-1 medication. This is not a medication. This is a supplement. I mean, she'll tell us more about it, but it seems like it's going to support the parts of your body, like a vitamin that helps create GLP-1s. So we'll see how she says this works. And these are obviously stick packs and dual action packets, but like obviously they're like essential oils and stuff. So I don't know how that works. We'll maybe find out.
You and probably your friends and family have just met your right support system. Let's talk about a thought that nearly everyone feels. Wellness routines today, they feel harder than ever. According to US data, nearly 1 in 2 adults tried to lose weight last year. That's me. And many tried more than once. People aren't struggling from lack of effort. They're struggling because their tools don't address the real underlying systems that influence how they feel.
And your essential oils are going to do that? Like, shut up.
We turn to quick fixes like fad diets, restrictive exercise plans, and prescription drugs to reach their weight goals. And recently, certain prescription drugs have become a popular way to manage appetite and blood sugar. But it may come at a cost. A 2024 US study found that 50% of people prescribed GLP-1 drugs for obesity quit taking them after a year. And researchers cite high cost and side effects as possible reasons why. And here's the big industry headline. The US weight management supplement category is now around $24 billion US. This tells us people are actively searching for more holistic ways to support metabolic health and promote a healthy body composition.
This is just giving the game away here, huh? You guys saw a marketing opportunity, and that's why you made this product. It's literally a cash grab, in my opinion. Great job. Now, am I saying it's ineffective? No, I'm not a scientist, I don't know. But what I'm saying is, I cannot imagine that the results someone would get from taking something like this from an MLM company versus the results they would get from taking Ozempic, like actually going and getting a prescription and going through with the injections and stuff. It's got to be a night and day difference. There's no way this is actually mimicking what Ozempic will do. No way. I don't believe it.
But most solutions, they only target one piece of the puzzle. Consumers don't want to lose weight. They want balance. They want a healthy body composition. They want a simple method to help achieve their goals, and they want confidence in their daily choices. And that's where Young Living comes in with a system designed to fit real life and offer real results. And they want something that works with their body, not against it. That is the gap that we set out to fill. So we created an advanced holistic system at Young Living that supports 3 key metabolic pathways. We call it your metabolic ABCs, which you will hear more about shortly. A simple daily 1-2-3 system designed for balance without harsh alternatives.
We blend the best of science and plant power in one metabolic health system that helps support GLP-1 and healthy microbiome diversity, blood sugar metabolism, and the way your body uses fat efficiently for energy, so you can stay consistent, feel more in control, and move confidently towards your goals. And of course, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Put that in big bold letters. Now, yes, there are supplements that you can take that support these things individually. Sure, support does not mean kick it into overdrive, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, I just feel like people are going to try this and be disappointed.
One system, 3 pathways, your metabolic ABCs in a simple 1, 2, 3 system. The question is, are you ready to unlock your metabolic potential? To explain and help you learn the science of balance and burn, I would like to welcome Senior Vice President of Research and Development, Howard Gurney.
Hello, I'm Howard Gurney, Senior Vice President of Research and Development for...
Real quick, I just remembered I had this, the Essential Oils Pocket Reference 5th edition from Life Science Publishing. One of you guys sent this to me in my P.O. box. This is not the Gary Young Bible. It's something else. There are directories and stuff. You can literally look it up by condition, I guess. So let me see if like obesity is on here. Oh yeah, obesity, page 311. Obesity, and it says, see depression. You know, being depressed isn't the only thing that causes obesity, but okay. Diffusing or directly inhaling essential oils can have an immediate positive impact on moods and appetites. Okay, just tell me. Okay, recommendations. This says Dr. Alan Hirsch in his landmark studies showed dramatic weight loss in research subjects using aromas from peppermint oil and vanilla absolute to curb food cravings. Dramatic weight loss? Recommendations: peppermint, Roman chamomile, nutmeg, clove, grapefruit, fennel, cinnamon, lavender, frankincense, vanilla absolute. And then they have all the blends. Valor, which, God. I think Valor's the essential oil blend that Gary Young made right before he had to go to court. Jacob Young, in that video that I made about him that they got taken down and then I re-uploaded while it was all blurry, he told the story about it, and it's like he was feeling like he needed to be brave, Gary Young did, right before he was going into court, and that's when he created Valor. Anyway, Juva Cleanse, Joy Blend, The Gift, 3 Wise Men, Sacred Mountain, White Angelica, Gathering. Supplements: Juva Power, Thyromin, Progressive Plus Serum, Prenolone Plus Body Cream. I wonder, are these all Young Living products? They all sound familiar. Just right off the top here, I'm not seeing this book actually mention Young Living. Wait, maybe this is doTERRA, because there's one here that says Digize, and I'm almost certain, well, no, that could be Young Living. Oh no, it is Young Living. Okay, yeah, no. Juva Power, that was the one I wanted to look up. Yeah, it's also Young Living. So, okay, this entire book is basically trying to tell you what Young Living blends to use for literally every freaking, like, there's nosebleeds in here. Diabetes is on here too. Yikes. Dysentery? Do people still get dysentery? Is this the freaking Oregon Trail up in here? Anyway, sorry, let's keep going.
It's an honor to come to you today and explain the benefits and the scientific function of the new GLP-1 system that we have to offer to you. The plant-derived bioactive compounds and researched microbe in these formulas were selected not only for their individual physiological roles, but also for how they work together through complementary biochemical pathways. Let's walk through the ABC approach. A is for Akkermansia, a well-studied gut microbe known for supporting the structure and thickness of the mucin layer that lines the gut wall, as part of the natural signaling processes that promotes GLP-1 release. GLP-1 plays an important role in helping support normal, healthy blood glucose regulation, which helps coordinate the body's natural post-meal metabolic response. Additional components in this formula work synergistically with Akkermansia to support gut structure and microbial balance. Allulose, inulin and tapioca fiber, and grape and wolfberry extracts, together these ingredients support gut structure by establishing a strong base for the B and the C systems. B, or the burn formula, supports access to our stored energy. Fat cells can be thought of as strong supply rooms storing long-term resources. Epigallocatechin gallate from green tea, black ginger extract, and essential oils such as grapefruit oil, cinnamon bark oil, and bergamot oil each contribute digestive support and additional plant-based polyphenols. Now the C formula. C is the control formula, which supports carbohydrate handling and fuel efficiency. This final control formula is how the body manages carbohydrates and daily fuel use. When nutrients enter the body, they arrive like trucks delivering fuel to the factory gates. Berberine phytosome, a plant-derived alkaloid, supports activation of AMPK. Additional supportive components include Gymnema sylvestre, chromium, and ginger essential oil, which supports digestive comfort and nutrient absorption. These plant-based bioactive compounds work together to support overall metabolic balance. I hope you take these products and I hope you have amazing success.
Okay, before we get into the next part, I can't wait to see the comments on this video, because obviously there are people in my audience that are way smarter than me and have way more training than I do on any of this, which I have a zero. I'm gonna be really interested to see all you smarties out here like interpret what he just said, because I don't know any of the words he just said. Sounds like similar mumbo jumbo that we hear from the wellness industry in general. Maybe there is some truth to it. Maybe there are little grains of truth to it. I don't know. I have no way of knowing that. But all I know is that I feel like putting GLP-1 on the marketing and the packaging of this product, like they know what they're doing. They're technically not wrong by saying it can support GLP-1 blah blah blah, but we'd be kidding ourselves if we said that's definitely not a hype term right now. Yes, it is. I didn't know what GLP-1s were until it was Ozempic, so I think most of us didn't either, unless you had medical training, you know. But it was news to me when it all came out. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. I feel like they know exactly what they're doing.
I am here in one of the many amazing D. Gary Young Research Institute labs where science, research, testing, and the magic truly happens. I want to share an overview of the Balance and Burn Weight Management System test group conducted over an 8-week cycle. This internal evaluation was designed to better understand how the system performs in a real-world setting when used consistently as part of a balanced lifestyle.
So what he's saying is all of the people in the study that he's about to spout off here, alongside taking these supplements, they were also living a balanced, healthy lifestyle, meaning they were probably changing their diets. They were probably exercising more than they normally would. So that, and I'm obviously not hating on that. Young Living distributors are going to look at this and be like, they'll take whatever this information is and be like, see, this person or this group of people said they lost 30 pounds in 3 months or whatever they're gonna say because of this supplement. It's like, are we not considering that they were using the supplement alongside healthy diet and exercise? What was the level of exercise these people were getting before? They're all Young Living distributors. Well, I don't know for sure if that's what all these testers were, but like all of the people who are going to get online and try to be like, I lost all this weight, blah, blah, blah. And they're all going to be Young Living distributors. They're all going to come out and say all this stuff, but they're not going to admit to you that, oh, I also changed my diet. Maybe they're on a calorie deficit. They have an incentive to lose as much weight as possible by whatever means necessary. So that way they can be like, look at this Young Living supplement is what caused me to lose weight. And it's like, but you started exercising and you also like started eating healthier. So, you know, you can't contribute all of your success in that to Young Living. Like you did work. I want everyone to keep that in mind, not only while you're listening to this guy tell us what he's going to tell us, but also if you ever see people on the internet or in real life talking this stuff up, because they will. They just came out with this a few weeks ago, so people haven't really had the time to take it long enough to have results. But I think in the next upcoming few months, we're gonna have people being like, here are my before and after pictures. You have to keep in mind that these people make money off of whatever sales they have, so their incentive to lose weight is more than just like, oh, I already work for Young Living and they came up with this new supplement, so I took it and I lost all this weight. Like, no, you're trying to sell a product and most likely they're gonna be dishonest about it. Anyway, that's all I'm saying.
The test group included adult participants who were generally healthy and interested in weight management and metabolic wellness. Participants committed to use the Balance and Burn system daily for 8 weeks while maintaining normal daily activity and following basic nutrition best practices.
AKA don't overeat and get, what's the daily exercise recommendation? 30 minutes, an hour? Like, were they doing that before? It's important to know these things and to think about these things.
Participants were encouraged to view Balance and Burn not as a short-term program, but as a sustainable lifestyle rhythm designed to support long-term wellness habits. To provide objective insights, participants completed a full DEXA body scan at baseline and again at the end of the 8-week cycle. In addition, participants completed comprehensive blood panels before and after the program. These measurements were used strictly for observational and educational purposes. But here's the thing, you can't cheat DEXA. You can't cheat your blood. We wanted to make sure this program actually works. After 8 weeks, several consistent patterns emerged. DEXA scans showed that many participants experienced favorable shift in body composition, including reductions in body fat percentage while largely preserving lean body mass. You don't want to lose the lean body mass. You want to lose your body fat.
Right, but if you're exercising every day, then you're gonna most likely preserve that muscle mass. So yeah, that makes sense.
These changes reflected gradual, sustainable progress rather than rapid or extreme shifts. The blood panel results also showed positive directional trends for many participants.
Notice how he said many. He didn't say all or a majority of.
Now, these trends were most often seen in those participants who followed the protocol consistently. Consistency is such a key thing. One of the clearest insights from the test group was the importance of daily adherence. Participants who consistently used Balance and Burn and aligned with healthy lifestyle demonstrated the most favorable changes across both body composition and those blood markers. One important aspect of the Balance and Burn system is how the formulations were developed. The Balance and Burn formulations are built using clinically studied ingredients, selected based on existing scientific research. Many of the individual ingredients used in these formulas have been evaluated in double-blind, randomized, placebo-controlled studies, which represent the gold standard in nutritional research. These studies informed us of the ingredient selection and the important dosing ranges.
So what he's saying is there are a bunch of other studies that have been done on the individual ingredients that we put into our product that show that there were positive results and stuff, but what he's not saying is that like multiple studies have been done on Young Living's Balance and Burn thing. Like it just seems to be like that one study that he was just talking about, but he's basically saying like, yeah, we studied a bunch of studies and just kind of threw a bunch of ingredients together that said that weight loss would be possible, I guess, or GLP-1 support would be possible, blood sugar support would be possible, whatever it is.
Most formulators will put small amounts of ingredients, but we want to put the studied dosing, and that is super important, as well as the form used, and we used all of that in these formulas. Participants' feedback aligned with the objective data. Many described the system as easy to follow, realistic for daily life, and supportive without feeling restrictive. Several participants shared that they plan on continuing using Balance and Burn well beyond this test period, and they are super excited to stay on it. But enough from me. Let's listen to these participants in their own words.
My name is Chris Opfer, and I have a dad bod. I've been around this company for more than 30 years, and I don't know that I have ever been this excited for a new product launch. I mean, Balance and Burn is just absolutely epic. So I've been taking Balance and Burn for just over 30 days, and I'm gonna tell you, I intentionally didn't make any other changes in my life.
Please remember while this dude is talking that he said he has been with Young Living, a Young Living distributor, for years. So of course he's gonna say all this.
Now, we live a pretty healthy lifestyle here in the Opfer household, but I intentionally didn't start working out more. I intentionally didn't start eating even better than we do. I intentionally didn't do those things because I really wanted to see what this system was going to do.
Okay, prove it.
I wanted to kind of have it in isolation. And there's actually something that happened. It's those 30 days actually fell over the holidays, which is probably the worst time to do anything like this. But I did it anyway. And I'm also going to tell you, Ashley's paralegal makes some of the best Christmas cookies. And I definitely enjoyed me some Christmas cookies. I'm just going to say it. I have no shame about it because they're that awesome. So, okay. So here's what I noticed or what I saw in those 30 days. First of all, I'm down 10 pounds. There's a lot less of my love handles to love.
I'm sorry, I don't believe it. I do not believe that you lost 10 pounds in 30 days just by taking some essential oil supplements. I'm not buying it. Y'all want to buy this shit? Go for it. Sir, no, I don't believe it.
My body kind of changed shape because of that, which is pretty cool. I've adjusted my belt in 4 times. 4 times I had to adjust my belt in. I also don't find myself overeating, and I'm truly satisfied after meals. Now, let's also talk about the snacking. So sometimes there's that mindless snacking. I don't have that food noise, so I don't have that mindless snacking anymore. But I also used to be that guy who really enjoyed snacks with a good movie or a binge-worthy TV show. And I haven't really done that. I haven't even, again, really felt the need. It hasn't even crossed my mind.
You got any like before and after pictures that you want to show us, dude? Because if you adjust your belt in 4 freaking times in 30 days, sounds to me like you would have a very physically obvious change here. I mean, I don't know how tall this guy is, 10 pounds, or how much he weighed before. 10 pounds might not be that much, but like if I were to lose 10 pounds, you'd see all my bones. But I just don't believe it. I don't. There's no way. Something else had to be happening here. And if you really did lose the 10 pounds and did nothing different, you swear you did nothing different except take these essential oil supplements, then let's see those before and afters, man. There's less of my love handles to love. Okay, let's see. Like, prove it. Plus, this guy's also giving me the ick, so I can't believe anything he says.
To me, that's a huge change. I also don't have those afternoon crashes. I didn't have them a lot anyway, thanks to multigreens, but I really don't have them now. And I'll tell you, my eating habits they're just changing, and they're changing for the better.
Oh, are your eating habits changing, or did you not change anything? Because you just got done saying that you haven't changed anything and you lost 10 pounds in 30 days. But now you're like, my eating habits are changing. Okay, which one is it?
And also my digestive health has improved, which is something we all want to work on. So here's the thing, guys. Here at Young Living, we always want to help people live happier and healthier. Mary and Gary always taught that our health starts with the food that we put in our body. And I know Mary is a huge, huge proponent of that. Well, we can now eat healthier, get more from it, all in a sustainable way that inherently teaches better habits. So Balance and Burn, I'm telling you guys, is absolutely epic. And I'm so excited to see all the lives changed by this product. So, here's the deal. If you want to embrace your mom bod or your dad bod, awesome. Or you can make a change with Balance and Burn that will fit into your lifestyle on your terms for your needs, all without the fad, the flash, or especially in my case, the hangry.
So when I heard that YL was working on a weight management product, I wasn't asked to try the Balance and Burn system. I literally begged to be a part of the test group.
I'm sorry, I'm looking at this woman. I've never seen her in my life, but just by looking at her, I'm like, what weight do you have to lose? She looks skinny. This chick doesn't look like she has weight to lose.
I've lost over 100 pounds in the last 25 years.
Okay, so you obviously didn't have this product before and you've lost 100 pounds over the course of your lifetime. So what do you need this for? You already lost the weight. What, keeping it off? I mean, if you've done that for 25 years, whatever you're doing is clearly working. But hey, since you're a Young Living distributor, you might as well just add this supplement to your day.
And I've seen my body's metabolism change, especially in the last probably 6 to 7 years. What I had been doing wasn't working anymore. It wasn't that I wasn't working my system of eating and exercising and drinking water, but that my system really wasn't working for me anymore. I noticed that my waist was getting thicker because of menopause and different things that my body was changing through the years. What I noticed first is the first day or so, I noticed that I wasn't, for the lack of a better word, jonesing for food. My biggest issue, literally my whole life, has been mindless snacking, salty or sweet or back and forth. Ladies, I know I'm not alone in this, right? I love that I never get nauseous from this product. I still get hungry and I have hunger pains. I feel I have very strong willpower, but man, sometimes my snacking would just get out of control before I started this. I feel like I literally had more control. It 10x'd my willpower.
You lost 100 pounds at one point in your life, girl. What are you talking about? You very clearly have willpower. You very clearly have been successful in other methods. And you kept that weight off. You look good. You're skinny. I don't understand why. Why? Just why?
Over the first 3 weeks, I realized that I could have a new rhythm. I wasn't a slave to old habits. They were still there. In the first couple of weeks, they were still there, but I realized that they were emotional habits. This past 8 weeks have been amazing.
So you're telling me that this Young Living supplement not only changes your gut biome and shit, but it also gives you therapy, emotional therapy. She's like, yeah, I realized after taking this that they were emotional habits. That's something that a therapist would tell you. You don't just realize that after taking a supplement, especially if you've been on a weight loss journey for 25 years. Girl, this doesn't make any sense. I mean, the only sense it does make is that it's obvious why she's doing this, because she's a Young Living distributor and wants to sell the stuff.
I feel thinner. I look thinner. I've noticed I feel like I can tackle the day because I'm not obsessing over food all the time. I feel like I'm in control of my habits for the first time in my life. I was shocked to have measured after 4 weeks. I was down 9 pounds and I shed 16.5 inches body wide.
How? Ma'am, do you see yourself? I'm not buying it.
I love the price point too. Are you kidding me? $135 is a steal for this monthly purchase.
$135 a month? And that's probably the price that brand partners pay. That's probably after the discount. So if you're not a Young Living brand partner, then you probably have to pay more, if I had to guess. Regardless though, this is a supplement. This is not an injection of Ozempic, but I'm pretty sure that you can get Ozempic shots for not that much more than $135. The monthly cost of Ozempic varies greatly from around $900 to $1,200 without insurance at list price, but can drop significantly with manufacturer saving cards to as low as $25 for insured patients, or around $349 to $499 for uninsured self-pay individuals using discount programs like GoodRx. Yeah, GoodRx, Ozempic 2026. Limited time offer, price without insurance, $199. And this is self-pay. New self-pay patients pay $199 for the first 2 monthly fills of Ozempic. And then for each fill after, pay $349 a month. It is more expensive, but it's the real thing. That's the injection. And if you're someone who is like clinically in need of like serious weight loss, if you're someone who has diabetes, you can get it for $25 a month. There you go. Allegedly, there's an Ozempic savings card if you have commercial insurance that covers Ozempic, where you can get Ozempic for $25 a month. Not just Ozempic though, there's like a bunch of dupe drugs out there now. How much is Wegovy? $199 a month for the injection and $149 per month for the pill. I guess it's about the same price. Anyway, my point is like you can get the real thing for like not that much more. I've heard that the pills aren't as effective. The injections are the way to go if you want to really lose a bunch of weight, but obviously that's the difference. People don't want to go in and get a shot every month or however it works, or every week, or I don't know how the Ozempic shot works, but it still just feels like such a cash grab. And it's like these people, yeah, they're gonna sit here and say it works. This lady's like, I look thinner, I feel thinner. Okay, do you weigh less? Like, do you have before and after pictures? Like, if these people were so confident that this would make some serious changes, and of course they would be because they're Young Living distributors. So yeah, I wouldn't expect anything less coming from these people. Of course they're gonna be like, yeah, I definitely look thinner. Okay, prove it. Why wouldn't you take a before and after picture? And if you did, maybe they did, and then like it doesn't look that different, and they're like, it'll be enough for me to just say I lost 10 pounds. You know, I don't know. I don't trust these people, and you shouldn't either, honestly.
It's totally affordable for anyone. This is going to be
No, it's not. Excuse me. What'd she say? 139 or something like that per month? Who can fucking afford that? I can't free up an extra $130 a month. It's affordable for everyone. That's a very privileged thing of you to say, ma'am.
I already have relatives reaching out to me saying, you look amazing. What are you doing?
No,
the wait is over. January 10th is here, you guys. This is a must try.
Hi, guys. I was so excited to be included in the test group for the new Balance and Burn system because weight loss has always felt really hard for me. And if I'm honest, I don't believe that anything will ever work. So during my first round, I didn't make a lot of changes on purpose because I wanted to see what will this product do for me while I just follow my usual healthy eating routine. And here's what I noticed. I noticed that I wasn't having the usual roller coaster of like wired then tired, and I was able to really tackle my day.
But I'm sorry, how much of that is placebo though? If you have your Lord and Savior, Gary Young, the ghost of Gary Young, over your shoulder being like, this will help you lose weight, and she's like, Gary, is that you? Okay, I'll do it. You automatically have that expectation. Like, I feel like this is how placebo works in studies. Like, that's the whole point. A lot of people who like take the placebo think that they're experiencing what they're supposed to, and is all like in their head.
The next thing that I noticed after breakfast, I would take my capsules. It felt a lot easier to stick to my plan, to like avoid sweets and to focus on protein. And I also realized that I wasn't snacking mindlessly throughout the afternoon and into the evening. Now, that said, I only lost about a pound. The scale moved about a pound. But when I measured all of my measurements, I lost inches. And that shocked me. And I was so excited. Why? Because I was doing this during Thanksgiving. I was so pumped. So that alone gave me the encouragement that I needed to just keep going.
Why would that be though? First of all, prove it. Again, prove it. Like, why aren't, if you're taking the time to measure and do all these things, why aren't you like documenting this? What do you mean? You lost inches, but you only lost 1 pound? Ma'am, stop. It's too good to be true. You know what I mean?
Now, I think some of you are going to wonder about the taste of that little pixie stick. And I just wanted to throw in that I really like it. And I think you will too. So now I'm starting my second round. I'm feeling super empowered, and I really do believe that this is a system that will work for me. And if you know me, that is huge. The belief that I've gotten alone, that's a game changer. So now I'm being more intentional with my food and my movement. And now I believe that this system is making that feel much easier for me. So for the first time in literally years, I feel hopeful and motivated to stay consistent because I can honestly say that I believe this new Balance and Burn system, like I can do this. And you can too.
Yeah, of course you feel that way because the ghost of Gary Young is telling you you can feel that way. Please.
Thank you, Howard. It is so exciting.
No, wait, that lady was not named Howard. Anyway, no, I know she's thanking the guy before, but like it's funny for her to say thank you, Howard, after some lady was just on the screen. Anyway, sorry, that was funny.
These formulas are full of wonderful ingredients. Just to name a few, we have the wolfberry polysaccharides, agave inulin, prebiotic fibers, the bioavailable berberine, that black ginger green tea, and of course, we are an essential oil company, the premium essential oils.
Yeah, I know green tea has like some weight loss properties and stuff, but like just drink green tea. It's not that hard. Premium essential oils, like that's supposed to do anything, please.
These are the approved claims. I'm not going to read through them. I just want you to be able to look at this. Look at all
Approved claims by who? Who approved this? She says she doesn't want to read it. I will. It helps support GLP-1 production in the gut, which impacts healthy blood sugar metabolism, support healthy fat metabolism, support healthy lipid and triglyceride levels already in the normal range, maintain a proper balance of body fat and lean mass, support microbiome diversity for overall metabolic health. But notice how all of these are support, except for the maintain a proper balance of body fat and lean mass. So it's saying these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA, so who approved these claims if it wasn't the FDA? Because they're really the authority that matters on this. The reason they're using the word support is because that's pretty much all they're legally allowed to say. They can't say it raises your metabolism and makes you burn fat. Like, they can't say that because it's not proven to be true, so they have to say support. This is why on vitamins and shit, that's all they say. It's support, support, support.
All the amazing things that you're going to be able to say. This is a wellness-first approach to metabolic support. This is so convenient. It fits perfectly into your lifestyle.
Ew, you pour, so it's not even a drink packet? You pour the contents directly into your mouth. Like an actual pixie stick. Ain't no way that tastes good. Are you serious? Stop it. Dual action packets. They've got like multiple little pills you have to take, like fine. Oh, that pixie stick thing is just weird. Why not put those in pill form too? Who wants to sit there and like glug some sugar, man? I mean, I'm sure it's not pure sugar. It's probably something else. I don't know.
It is in a stick pack and it's taken in the morning. There's no water needed. You're just going to rip it open and put it straight into your mouth. And then you have the burn and control. And you're going to take one packet daily in the morning before lunch. And remember, healthy lifestyle habits will only amplify results.
Exactly. That's her closing message on this was like, oh, don't forget, like, if you want to actually have good results, you need to exercise and eat healthy. No fucking shit.
You are entering a $24 billion rapidly growing category, a market searching for holistic metabolic support, a space where clinically backed ingredients for stronger claims and results, and a system powered by plants, postbiotics, and essential oils.
Clinically backed ingredients for stronger claims and results. AKA, like that guy was saying earlier, he's like, we used studies on each individual ingredient to determine what we were going to put in there. But Young Living's balance and burn system does not have actual clinically backed consensus or what, I don't know, results. Yeah, I would be really interested to see like actual third-party clinical trials on this shit because I just don't believe it. Pairs well with all these things that you can spend even more money on. Stop it. How much freaking money would this shit cost? What they're doing here is they're trying to convince their people to buy more of this shit. Just in case $130 whatever wasn't enough for you, how about you add on hundreds more because it pairs well with it. Like, this whole slide is just being like, here's the shit that you say to people to sell it and get them to join your team. Like, the desperation's pretty loud here. It's pretty obvious what they're trying to do.
And I love how this system partners perfectly with Ningxia Red, Daily Fiber Prebiotic, and many other Young Living products.
I mean, she would probably say that about any of them. Any Young Living product pairs well with this. Probably, right? Why wouldn't you say that?
This product is perfect for sharing, and I'm sure you're already starting to think about friends and families that you can help. Now, speaking about helping as many people as possible.
See, here's what I was talking about. $135 retail, but if you're not a Young Living brand partner and you want to try this for yourself, $177.63. This is, again, why the distributors are the customers, especially in Young Living, because admittedly, like I will admit, there are people who join just to get this discount. But once you sign up for that discount, you're still technically a distributor and you can still make money by sharing your link and having other people buy from you. Like, you would still make that commission or whatever. So when there are people who are just like, oh no, I don't sell this stuff, I'm just a customer. Like, you mean to tell me that if someone asked you where you get this supplement and that supplement, you wouldn't direct them to your personal website? Like, please shut up.
Very intentional about keeping the pricing accessible and consumer friendly.
I'm sorry, who right now is like, oh, yeah, I can free up an extra $135 a month for some essential oils?
And when balance feels this good, you won't just notice the difference, you'll love living it. And confidence is the best side effect. I'm now going to turn the time over to Haley Burr, and she is the Executive Director of Sales and Marketing.
We heard some amazing testimonials. We have real people experiencing real results. Now, how many of you want to experience results just like this for yourself? Well, if you want to experience change that lasts, you need accountability, you need community, and you need consistency.
If you want to actually make a change and you actually want to see some results, you need to pay us $135 every single month for the rest of your life. Come on.
These are some of the biggest factors that will determine if you hit your wellness goals, and most importantly, if you'll keep your wellness goals, if you'll keep these results and keep them going throughout your life. And that is exactly why we created the Burn 60-Day Challenge. Now, this challenge is going to start on February 2nd, so it gives you enough time if you want to order your products now or in the next few days that you'll have your products in time for our big challenge on the 2nd. And the reason we start this, if you want to go back to the last slide, this challenge was created so that you don't have to do it alone, because results come faster and they feel so much more fun. They feel way more fun when you have that accountability, that encouragement, and you have these simple habits that you can stick to and stay consistent with. So let's talk through what's in the challenge. What is this challenge? How do you do it? Can you do it? Is it doable? And the answer is yes, 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 yes. This challenge is simple and it's going to provide you real metabolic support. So your results are going to really compound when you pair these lifestyle changes with your balance and burn system.
Again, you have to if you want to have results, because that's probably what's doing the brunt of the work.
So step 1, take your balance and burn product every day. Every morning, take balance and burn. Move your body for 30 minutes. This can be all at once or it can be broken up. You can dance, you can take the stairs, you can do 3 10-minute walks throughout the day, whatever it is. We don't care. We just want you to get your body moving. If you want to take it next level and go for an hour run, go for that too. Doesn't matter. Just keep moving. Keep your body moving. Number 3 is stay hydrated. Drink at least 64 ounces of good, clean water every day. And then number 4, fuel your body with nutrient-dense whole foods. We're not prescribing a specific diet because everyone's body is so different. Everyone has different needs and different goals. What works for one may not work for the other. But what does work for everyone is focusing on bringing in more of the good. So bring in more of the whole foods, more of those nutrient-dense foods, so you can be just influxing your body with those nutrients and building a strong foundation for the rest of your challenge. So these habits are going to pair so well with your balance and burn system. When you do this together, you're going to really get the most out of your product. Write a note down, everyone right now. Take a before and after picture. Even if you're embarrassed or you feel awkward and you don't want to do it, even if you never share it with a single soul, that's totally fine.
So this starts at the beginning of February. 60 days from then, we're probably going to start seeing people sharing some before and after pictures. Now, do not forget, this isn't just the work of them taking these supplements. They were being told to exercise 30 minutes a day, which, need I remind you, most of the people who are starting this little journey here, they are Young Living distributors. Like, that is at least what they think they're doing for a job. They sit on their ass on their phone all day and they make reels or content and go on team Zoom call. They're sitting on their asses all day. So you're going to tell a bunch of people who are sitting on their asses all day to, hey, make sure you get up and like intentionally exercise for at least 30 minutes a day. Oh, also while you're at it, make sure you're eating healthy food, which I think a lot of these people probably already do. I can't imagine that there are people who are doing this like healthy lifestyle and then go out and eat McDonald's every day. You know what I mean? They're adding daily exercise to this. So when these before and after pictures do ultimately start coming out in the middle of springtime, keep this in mind. They're going to try to tell you it was all thanks to this $135 a month program. And that's another thing too. Reminder, most of the people watching this, obviously not here right now on my video, but when this was originally airing, most of the people watching this were Young Living distributors, customers. So of course they're like, oh, I have to do this 60-day thing so I can make more sales and grow my team. Like people, this is how I can start recruiting people. Guess what? Young Living is benefiting the most here. If every single one of their distributors decides to jump on this 60-day burn train, this is, in my opinion, a cash grab. They know exactly what they're doing with this. That's the main part of it, is to take the stuff for 60 days, not just 30 days. This isn't just for a month. That you have to at least commit to $135 twice. What's that? $270 plus shipping and handling, probably around $300 to do this challenge. And they're trying to make it sound like that's gonna help you, which I mean, I guess, yeah, if you're eating healthy and exercising when you don't normally do those things, yeah, it's gonna be beneficial to you, of course. But they're trying to frame this as like, no, this is all to benefit you and your team and your healthy. No. They're making a butt ton of money off of you agreeing to do this shit. They have a hashtag here, as you maybe have noticed, hashtag balance and burn. And I just looked it up on Instagram and yep, there's a lot of people posting about it anyway. I'm not seeing very many 4 pictures, but there is a lot of content about it. I might have to like track some of these people and see how they're doing in April.
We also have a meal guide for you that will help you create simple, healthy meals that are full of nutrient-dense foods. I'm all about simplicity when it comes to eating because of something simple and it's doable, it's realistic. And this gives you simple, easy ways to get more nutrient-dense foods into your diet.
And to also cut back on those calories, honey. What is the Balance and Burn Power Bundle? What is that? I can't even read that. These little red packets here, that's Ningxia. I'm not sure, daily something, but yeah, $250 for a month worth if you want all those. They're really trying to push this stuff, and that's a lot of money for people to throw down, you know? If Balance and Burn was so good, then why do you need to have an ultimate bundle of like other stuff to take with it?
Now I have the pleasure of introducing Jared Worthington to announce some exciting Balance and Burn incentives. So Jared, over to you.
I am here today to announce not one, but 2 exciting incentives around Balance and Burn. So first off, we have our first one is the Balance and Burn Wellness Weekend. That is right, Balance and Burn Wellness Weekend. What is the focus of this incentive? It is enroll, reactivate, and retain those people that you get to come to Young Living and try Balance and Burn. So how do you get them? Pretty simple. 1 point if you can get a new enrollment or a reactivated customer or brand partner to buy a Balance and Burn system. It's 2 points if you can get them to make their order on loyalty. And then it's 4 points for every month that newly enrolled or reactivated customer or brand partner reorders a Balance and Burn system. Now I can hear you from here. I know you're applauding, you're excited. The reactivations are counting for this incentive on every step of the way.
Oh my god. And it's just a getaway for one, so you don't even get to take your partner with you or anything like that. Cool. Ooh, a wellness weekend? Wow. Where I have to be alone without my loved ones? Yay. I mean, I guess some people would be into that, but no, if I'm gonna go on a trip, I wanna go with my family. I don't wanna go by myself.
We have another incentive that we're excited to announce. This is the Burn 60-Day Challenge.
Didn't they just announce this? Anyway.
As you know, Balance and Burn is now available. So go and order now so you can make sure it arrives in time to be taking it starting February 2nd. How do you win? There are 6 spots available. And it's categorized by the most weight lost, most inches lost.
Oh, so 2 very lucky people, 1 man, 1 woman, will get to go on that wellness weekend getaway with a guest. Oh, 2 people get to go with a guest. Wow.
You can register, you go, Balance and Burn, 2 systems have to be ordered during the promotion and submit your results. We'll go to the next slide. So you go to the next slide, register, click that QR code, scan, go, fill out your information, and then order your Balance and Burn. Get it, take it. You have to have 2 orders of Balance and Burn, 1 for each month, and then submit your results. It's that simple. It's that easy. Both the winners of each of these promotions will be going to the same destination. So we'll be announcing both of those later. And we couldn't be more excited to see the results that you are having and that we have seen inside this building. Without further ado, I'm going to turn it over to our Senior Manager of Sales Training and Events, Taylor Walker.
Hi, everyone. Thanks so much. How awesome is that incentive? Let us know in the comments if you are ready to earn your wellness getaway. We're so excited. I'm here to talk about training. So throughout January, we will have a packed month full of training calls for you and your team to jump on and learn together.
All right, I'm going to skip through this part because you have to be a member of the Young Living Brand Partner USA Facebook page to get any of these calls, which I am not.
Now, I'm going to turn it back over to our General Manager, Jacob Young, to go over some very exciting updates.
Oh, God.
It's a new year, which means sometimes we want to look a little bit better, feel a little bit better. And without further ado, are you ready for the new changes coming to the Ningxia lineup?
Oh, God. Ooh, new packaging.
Wow. Are you guys just as excited as I am?
They're the same products. I mean, unless they change the formulas, but the packaging looks different. It did say like the same superfruit, whatever you love. Are we just supposed to be getting hyped about an aesthetic change? Like, oh, aren't you guys so excited? No, is it the same products? Then no, I don't really care. Same shit, different can.
Yes, a new label design for the Ningxia lineup.
Who cares?
We have new Ningxia Nitro sachets, Ningxia Red sachets, a new Ningxia Red bottle, and of course, my favorite, a new Ningxia Zing label. Same can, same product, same ingredients, same taste. Well, seeing there's more to come on that, but we'll have to share that with you a little bit later. And I could not be more excited. Dad always talked about evolving and
Isn't it funny how he refers to Gary Young, who is his dad. He's like, my dad always blah, blah, blah. But when he was referring to Mary, talking to Mary, who is his mom, he called her Mary. Make that make sense.
That didn't just come to the products, that also came to the label and design. Now, labels have always been very tricky here at Young Living, and I think it's tricky just across the board. We want to make sure to honor legacy while going into the modern day and age. We do have a new color for Ningxia Zing. I personally love this color. It is very eye-popping. It's something that really attracts your attention, that you would want to grab off the shelf and of course crack open and enjoy.
Grab off what shelf? Because they don't sell this shit in stores. But I will admit that color is like pretty close to my favorite color. So I do admit that's a cute can. I like it. That's all the nice things I have to say. The color is good. I like the color.
And especially for my generation, which is the future generation. And we want the kids and the grandkids of those generations to enjoy something that looks aesthetically pleasing and very attractive to the eye. Speaking of new, we have a brand new addition to Olio for all of you to use. This is your brand new Customer Relations Manager tool, otherwise known as CRM. Now, what is CRM? Well, think of it kind of like a task list when you meet with someone brand new who might be interested in Young Living or the business, whether it's strictly that they want to know more about the products, they want to use the products, or they would like to build a business with Young Living as well. This is how your Customer Relations Manager tool works, and it is a manual tool for the time being, but we're hoping to have an automated system for it. You're going to go in and manually add your new lead. Here's a perfect example. You meet someone at the grocery store or the coffee shop. They're interested in Young Living or what you're wearing or what they're smelling, right? You have
So they made an app. Well, it seems like, is Olio their app? I'm not really sure. They made an app where you load in the names and like the contact information of people they're trying to recruit, and then you can hold on to it and harass them for the rest of their lives until they say yes. I don't like this. As someone who's not involved in Young Living, I don't like this. It's like an organizational tool for being like, these are the people that I will recruit onto my team, and here's their contact information. Like, yikes.
Or they heard about the protein powder that you're talking about. You're going to go ahead and make sure to add them into your Relations Manager tool. This is a potential lead for you. Once you've added that person by clicking the plus sign, you're going to go ahead and add in that contact detail information for your new lead. Make sure to add in notes to remember the conversation. Oh, so-and-so really liked the scent that I was wearing today. They loved the smoky ember wild notes that I was wearing.
Dude, like, this is wild because most of these people have other jobs, you know? Most of these people are not creating a lifelong career and, like, annual salary out of Young Living. So you could be like, let's say you work at a grocery store, I don't know, and one of your coworkers is like, oh, you smell delightful. You're gonna pull out your phone and just like sneakily like make notes about someone complimenting the way you smell, or like, dude, that's nuts. That is nuts. It's like encouraging stalking and harassing people. I don't like this. And like, you very easily can do this shit behind their back. Just someone in your life being like, dear diary, today someone said I smell good. Here's their contact information and here's what they said. And now I will forever have a digital record of that one time they complimented me on how good I smelled.
You can also add photos, links, or other attachments, as you can see right there. Once you've done that, go ahead and click save. From there, it's going to generate your lead. Now your lead has two different statuses. So you're going to see a status icon where it says select new prospect or reactivate. In this instance, we're going to talk about new prospect. This is a brand new person who is very interested, wants to be part of the business or wants to buy a product. You would click on new prospect, and as you can see, there is a bunch of different actions that can be taken here. Select the type of action to make sure that you follow up with that person and their journey properly. So maybe you already shared your story. Obviously, you're not going to click shared story. You're going to offer a solution or have a follow-up to that conversation. Or maybe you've done all of those steps already and they immediately want to purchase. Go ahead and click on that, whatever is the most appropriate to your situation.
Am I tripping, or is the offer solution button and not interested button both like the same color? That sounds like it's gonna create some confusion. Maybe it's just like this slide, but what if you get that confused and you're like, oh, I'm supposed to offer a solution to this person when really they just told you that you're not interested, and so you're reaching out again to be like, hey, here's a solution for blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I told you I wasn't interested. I feel like a lot of people are gonna get in trouble with this.
Say these people have already been with Young Living for a while and they want to come back, or they would like to purchase product again. This is where you would go ahead and click the reactivate. From there, you're going to do the exact same thing and select the appropriate type of action, the next step that needs to be taken to help you to remember what is the next step in their journey.
Why are these all different colors? Because now offer solution is green, but not interested is blue, like dark blue, or is that No, that's a dark blue, which is very similar to where it says interested is like black. It's like a navy blue versus a black. Almost the same. I don't, like, what weird choices. Whoever designed this app should be fired.
Whether it is sharing assets, sharing the story, offering a solution, a follow-up, a purchase, or celebrating them, or, and this is totally okay, maybe they simply were not interested anymore. That way you don't have the weird follow-up of, hey, I reached out to you, and they said, well, yeah, I told you I wasn't interested, and that is okay.
The color coding thing isn't helping that though, but okay.
Kind of making sure that you don't accidentally have that unnecessary weirdness once again.
Then why would you make the color coding the same? You're not doing anyone any favors here, Jacob.
Thank you all so much for using Olio. Thank you all so much for Ningxia Red. And I'm super excited to pass this on over to my loving, amazing, and beautiful wife, Caitlin Young, who actually is a product marketing portfolio manager for Simplified, because we want to make your year of 2026 that much more simple.
He got his wifey in on the family biz too, huh? I mean, it makes sense, but still.
Caitlin, take it away.
Well, thank you, Jacob. Today I have the pleasure of sharing something oh so sweet. As you may remember from last year.
Oh my god, I forgot about this. So they got married and then they like came out with their own like simplified blends or something like that. I don't remember exactly what it was. Dear God. Okay.
Candy Hearts is a dreamy blend that helps us ease from the indulgent holidays to the simplicity of the new year. Because it's made from purely plant-based ingredients, you're scenting your home the natural way. And emotionally, this blend really shines and transports your senses back to carefree, youthful days and that fluttery excitement of your first crush.
Please explain to me why crush is in a different font than the rest of the slide. Who did this? That seems like a really simple fix. Why is it in a different font?
If you haven't tried an atomizing diffuser yet, you really need to. It means you just plug the essential oil right into the diffuser. You need no heat, no water, and you get the pure, undiluted aroma and the full benefits of every single drop.
That sounds like a headache and an allergy attack waiting to happen.
You can buy the products bundled together at a wholesale of 90, a PV of 51, or a retail of 118.
I'm having an allergy attack just looking at this.
I am now have the pleasure to pass it over to Gaia, our Chief Marketing Officer, for something absolutely wild.
Thank you, Kate. Happy New Year to all of you. On January 11th, 2025, I sat next to Mary and shared with you a wild idea, launching a fine fragrance line paired with one-of-a-kind affiliate program. We launched in March 2025 with our original collection and a discovery set. And you all created so much buzz and excitement that our very first batch of discovery sets sold out within hours.
That's because the distributors are the customers.
We wanted to use this as an top of the funnel strategy to bring new people into the Young Living business. Second, we wanted to re-engage our inactive database through Wild Notes and give them another opportunity to come back to Young Living. Third, we wanted to test a new technology platform and a digital marketing strategy.
So they're admitting, basically, they're saying like exactly what we said that they were trying to do when this came out, because the Wild Notes portion of Young Living is only affiliate. It's like a separate thing. Like you can sign up as an affiliate, which I'm sure every brand partner did. Come on, like anyone who cares about making money off of Young Living anyway, you know that they definitely signed on to this. But we all said, like, this sounds like Young Living is just trying to test the waters and try to see if the affiliate model can work for them. And here they are admitting, like, yep, they were testing and proving the viability of a digital marketing strategy, aka affiliate. They're just admitting it here. Yep, we were trying to see how well affiliate would do without building a team. There it is. Writing's on the wall, dude. And this is why it all adds up with the email that Hannah shared that Young Living's like, no, it's fake, it's not real. Like, okay, whatever, the verdict's still out on that, but come on, like, yeah, the whole point of this was to test and see what would happen if they got rid of team building.
That little experiment we did with the technology led us to invest in a new technology platform for Young Living, one that will roll out globally in 2026. Today, 26.5% of the people shopping with Wild Notes are brand new to both Young Living and Wild Notes. That's up from 14.5% at convention. Another 8.2% of the people are inactive customers and brand partners re-engaging through Wild Notes, up from 5.9% at convention. That means 35% of the people shopping with Wild Notes are new or newly re-engaged people walking through the door to discover everything Young Living has to offer.
Okay, great. So that means that 65% of people buying Wild Notes are Young Living distributors. Like, the distributors are the customers. What do we keep saying? Yep, here we are. 65% of people are already dedicated Young Living distributors. And 8.2 on top of that are people who were already involved in Young Living but haven't been active in a while. There you go.
It all starts with you believing in yourself and believing in the opportunity right in front of you. When Gary started Young Living, he didn't have a massive team or a global infrastructure. He didn't have millions of customers and brand partners from around the world.
No, but he did have patients in these clinics that he had, these scam clinics, really is what they were. Gary Young had a name for himself in the wellness world before Young Living. So I don't know what this chick is going off about. She's making it sound like he just like started from the bottom and started an essential oil company just from the ground up and no one believed in him. But now look at it. It's like, no, he had followers and stuff before. Like, he was running clinics. And by the way, if you didn't know, he's not a doctor. He didn't have actual medical training. Like, he was a con man in all forms of the word.
But he believed that he could take oils into every home around the world. When we launched Wild Notes, many said it was a waste of money. They said every company that has tried affiliate programs had failed. And yet, here we are.
Who said that? Well, like, for MLMs, maybe, yeah. Like, if you go from the MLM business model of, like, allowing people to have teams and make a shitload of money off of recruiting a bunch of people, and then suddenly you take that away, and it's like, now you're only gonna get paid on what you sell, then yeah, a bunch of people leave, and they go and find a new MLM to join. Yeah, but, like, there are plenty of companies that have affiliate models that are successful and have had them for years. The affiliate model isn't necessarily like, oh, yeah, they all fail. No, it's when an MLM goes affiliate when it fails. Again, just kind of saying the quiet part out loud here. She's like, we just wanted to see how successful we could be. Yeah, I hope they got the information they were hoping for.
Whether you are passionate about clean fragrances, our incredible new GLP-1 support system that's launching today, simplified product line, or some of our hero products like Nisha Red, Thieves, or essential oils, let your belief in yourself and in your goals guide you to take action every single day. I know the last few years hasn't been easy. We all face challenges since COVID. But I wholeheartedly believe 2026 is our year. This is the year we're going to grow this business. This is the year we create momentum again. In 2026, we are going to show up for you every single day to deliver the best products in the market.
We'll see.
World-class marketing, branding and packaging that attracts people's attention, a seamless digital experience, and the support you deserve to win. Who's ready to believe in themselves, believe in their goals, and step into what is possible? I love you all. Happy New Year. And now please help me welcome Marianne back for our closing remarks.
Well, that was well said, Gaia.
Wow, so well said. That was fantastic.
I'm not sure if there's much else for us to say.
I don't think so either.
Aside from, I just want to remind you all that John has taken the recipe that Gary and Mary have used to create this incredible company and this incredible movement that's blessed all of us. And we can follow this recipe in our own lives. So I would love for you to, again, look at each of these steps in turn. Start with your dream. Add that commitment. Set that deadline. Gary loved those unreasonable deadlines. And it moved us into motion. Tell everyone you know your dream. Create that accountability. Apply those ingredients. And one of the things that John added that I love, Mary, and this is your touch, and that is that building your dream isn't difficult. It just takes time.
That's right.
Anytime I've said, oh, it's difficult or it's hard, Mary says, it's not.
No.
It just takes time. It takes consistency. It takes dedication. It takes passion. And it takes belief.
Well, I would say one other thing. As Gary always said, put your words into motion. Feel that excitement awaken within you. Believe in yourself to make it happen. Let's have a great 2026.
Happy New Year, everyone. Thanks for being with us.
There she blows. Take from that what you will. I think Young Living is doing a lot of damage control right now. That's all I'll say. After watching that, like, it's very obvious what they are focusing on, you know? They're focused on recruiting new people. Obviously, every MLM is. If that is such a big focus for them, which it is, clearly things weren't going so well before. Obviously, this is the biggest part of running a successful MLM is constantly being able to recruit as many people as possible, especially because because multi-level marketing has some of the highest turnover rate in all industries. Like, the turnover rate is insane. It's a revolving door. So they definitely have to keep that effort up. Also, with them coming out with the GLP-1, like they said, they're trying to reach out to new customers, and they probably will. A lot of people are desperate for weight loss, but can't afford Ozempic, even though, like, they're not going to be able to afford this either. If they can't afford Ozempic, they're not going to afford this. So what are we doing? I don't know. It doesn't make any sense. But you know what I really think it is more so a cash grab from the people who are already in Young Living. They set up this whole thing like, you got 8 weeks to lose weight, and you're going to exercise 30 minutes a day, and you're going to do all these things, because they know that their current distributor base is going to jump on this shit, because it's advertised as a way to bring in more customers for them, but really what it's doing is sucking more money out of their distributors. That's what I think is going on anyway. Like, it seems pretty clear to me. But anyway, guys, that's the end here. Let's do some thank yous. First of all, thank you to Hungry Root for sponsoring today's video. Don't forget, use my code, do the things. You'll love Hungry Root. I love Hungry Root. It's the best. I ate a Hungry Root snack while we made this video because I've been recording for 3.5 hours. Sometimes you need a snacky snack, okay? And now it's time to thank my patrons and my members, guys. The list of names I'm about to read off are my financial supporters. They get access to things like our private Discord server. We have a postcard club, early access to new videos whenever I'm able to get that to you, sometimes even more than that. So if anything like that sounds good to you, you can go to patreon.com/Savannah Marie, or you can click the join button beneath this YouTube video to join my YouTube memberships. Both are generally the same, just whatever platform you want to join on works for me, works for you, works for me if it works for you. That's what I meant to say. And with that, the biggest thank you in the whole wide world goes to Hula Chowdown, Jacqueline Nutton, Leanne, Kessie Drew, Marie Silver, Maddie Darley, Ray, Caroline Reed, Bug, Sinead, Maria Venus, AJC, Jamina Contreras, which, by the way, this is the new person that you need to send me your address so I can send you postcards. I haven't heard from you yet, so please do so. Kim Nevins, Charcity, Luciana Valiente, Emily from Kansas, Hannah Moe, Alex Offbeat, Love to Be Evil, Liz Sahu, Evan Adler, LaSalle Story, Fluffy Duckbutt 24, Elaine, Ferd Turkison Esquire, Just Mark, Alice Wagner, Fallon Harris, Jessica Billhart, and Emion. And to the rest of my financial supporters, thank you so much for being here and being you. And even if you're not a financial supporter, thanks for making it to the end of this long video. I know it was long. I'm sorry. We just had a lot to go over. And now with that, I need to go eat actual food. I need to go eat lunch. I'm hungry because this video was long. Okay, I'll catch you guys next time. Bye.